Welcome back. Welcome back. Madden 24, Arizona Cardinals franchise. We're back in week 10, man, taking on the 6-3 Atlanta Falcons after a second straight humiliating defeat. We're back in business, man, back in Arizona, back in the desert to host a surprisingly good Falcons team. And it looks like, man, we got a team in turmoil. Let's see what coach has to say right here. Apparently there's a vibe between the offense and the defense. And, man, guaranteeing a win after the way we've performed these last two games seems a bit of a stretch, especially with as well as the Falcons have been playing. So we just need to allow 2 or fewer offensive scores. Cam Thomas, fresh off his breakout to star development, we're going to go ahead and get some more into Power Rusher. He does, of course, have 3 points thanks to, the 10,000 XP he got for completing that breakout. Going to put one into Run Stopper as well. And then we're going to go ahead and one more into Power Rusher. So Cam Thomas, man, looking good. 81 power moves now. Block shed does still need to get a little bit higher. Rondale Moore now here with an upgrade. As Rondale, man, really taking hold of that number 1 receiver status here in Arizona. After the departure of Hollywood, and honestly, even prior. +3 release is huge. That release rating is not good. 68. Definitely got to find a way to get that up. And here's Rajon Wright. Rajon, man, 65 overall. And first things first, man, that man coverage is atrocious. Now into the 60s at 62, thanks to that +3 to man. And we're going to get right into it, man. State Farm Stadium, Arizona. And we're going to go ahead and show off Ty Davis Price, who at 909 yards is very, very close to a 1,000-yard season with plenty of time left in the year. Definitely looking like he'll be a contender for one of the top rushers this year. And Arizona has needed every bit of that as, despite an amazing 4-game winning streak to open the season, lost week 1. Won the next 4 games to go to 4-1. Arizona now sits at 5-4, losing 3 of their last 4 to the Rams, Ravens, and Browns. Rams game was pretty close. Ravens and Browns game, not so much. As there goes head coach Mike White and a familiar face leading that huddle, man. And we think that it's definitely time to go ahead and take a look at what this Falcons team has to offer. Desmond Ridder now in year 2, 73 overall. Man, definitely going to be on a short leash in real life. We'll see what he looks like here today, as well as Taylor Heineke as his backup Washington starter from a couple years back. Bijan Robinson, unfortunately, is going to be injured this game. So Cordero Patterson and Tyler Algier will handle the bulk of the running back, all of the running back duties. Keith Smith at fullback, the receiving core, not great. Drake London, Jamison Crowder, Dante Pettis, with Scotty Miller having, adding an infusion of speed to an otherwise very, very slow receiving core. Dante Pettis, of course, former Giant, Niner, second-round pick of San Fran some years ago. Kyle Pitts at tight end, the man himself, struggled in real life. Alongside Drake London, with Ridder not really doing too much. Offensive line, Chris Lindstrom, man, one of the best guards in the league. Definitely a solid tackle tandem as well with Jake Matthews and Caleb McGarry. Calais Campbell, Grady Jarrett, and David Onyemata going to split inside duties with Bud Dupree, Arnold Ebiketie on the left side. Middle linebacker, Drew Tranquil, former Charger, Jamie Collins and Landon Collins as well, and Lorenzo Carter going to be there on that right-hand side. Corners, AJ Terrell, Mike Hughes, Jeff Okuda, man. Okuda, someone that I really want to see, shine in real life. Think that it was unfortunate what happened with him in Detroit. Getting hurt early in your career really sets you back. Jesse Bates, man, great player. Been doing tremendously as a free agent pickup alongside Richie Grant with Younghoe Koo and Bradley Pinion rounding things out. And here comes Josh Dobbs, man, back for revenge after being benched in the second half against the Ravens and then benched for the following game against the Browns. He's back under center. Max Duggan just, he had a bad game. He did not perform well at all. So we're going to go ahead and run back with the veteran as Tariq Cohen gets the opening carry of the game. And 2nd and 10, Josh Dobbs, 2 receivers to his left. He's going to uncork a deep, well, not deep, about 15 yards to Rondale Moore, but unfortunately goes out of bounds, unable to get an accurate one right there. And here's Rashad Bateman quickly off the line. A nice gain of 21 yards. And they're going to be set up with a fresh set of downs. Now Dobbs under center. Dobbs moving some things around. Rondale Moore coming in motion to the left side. And Dobbs is going to hand it off. Ty Davis-Price. Davis-Price looked like he had some green downfield, but Arnold Ebiketie gets off the block of Trey McBride, and he drops him for a loss of 3. 3rd and 13. Dobbs looking deep. Trey McBride, way to hold on to it through the contact in traffic. Trey McBride with a nice pickup to extend this drive for the Cardinals. Hasn't been very effective so far through the first couple plays on 1st and 2nd down, but conversion on 3rd down to Rashad Bateman, and now Trey McBride keeping things alive for the team. As Dobbs gonna fake it, gonna roll out left. Dobbs gonna look for McBride, and that was a risky one. Definitely not on target the way it needed to be. McBride doing a great job making sure it doesn't end up in the hands of a Falcons defender. Now here's 2nd and 10. Davis-Price, stretch left side. Davis-Price going to cut inside, and he's going to be brought down by Jesse Bates. But not until he gets to the 20-yard line, knocking on the door of the red zone. And Arizona, Dobbs going to send Tariq Cohen in motion, going to find him as Cohen holds on, gets hit by a couple defenders. But it's enough for a 1st down now. 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line. Josh Dobbs going to fake it again, going to roll out. Dobbs looking. Dobbs strike Rondale Moore. And Rondale Moore is able to drag the toes. Josh Dobbs doing a great job keeping his eyes downfield, making sure he never missed out on his receiver. And Rondale Moore, man, his really good season is going to continue. Great job by the 5'7" shifty young man, out of Purdue. Great job. And as you see, those feet do stay in. 7-0 early. And here's Desmond Ridder coming on out. And Ridder, up to this point in the season, 1,881 yards, 14 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. Been having a really good year, relative to what his expectations were coming in. And they're going to start things off. Ridder going to take it, going to fake it, going to get it down to Cordero Patterson. Patterson going to have to be a huge part of this game, both on the ground and through the air, for this offense to continue to have success. Want to make sure they're also getting Kyle Pitts and Drake London involved. They're 2 other former first-round picks before Bijan Robinson, as Cordero, after a catch, is then going to get the next touch on a carry and gets a 1st down. Ridder, Cordero Patterson going to get another one, sneaks through the guard and the tackle. He's going to be brought down after a gain of 5. They're in Arizona territory now at the 43-yard line. Ridder dropping back. Ridder looking middle of the field, wide open. Drake London. And London going to scamper down to get a few more inside the red zone now of Arizona. And Arizona's defense, man, definitely going to need to pick up with plays like that. Zaven Collins bursting through the line to get Cordero Patterson down for a loss of 2. After a Tyler Algier run on 2nd down, it's 3rd and 8. Ridder dropping back. Ridder pressured, and he's going to be brought down. Zaven Collins. 2 great plays on that set of downs. Stopping Cordero Patterson for a loss and then getting the sack on Ridder to force a field goal. As we mentioned, man, Ty Davis-Price now just 75 yards away from that 1,000-yard club. Could be the first one to do it this season. As Dobbs going to have trips to his left. Calais Campbell, man, somebody you got to definitely make sure you're watching out for in this matchup, as Davis-Price going to get it down for a gain of 2. 75 yards in the game last week. Again, the script he wasn't able to get as many touches as the team would like due to them falling into such a deficit so early on. 3rd and 4, Dobbs dropping, looking, Rondale Moore with Jesse Bates right there. Fortunately, Jesse Bates doesn't hold on to it, but Rondale Moore isn't able to in his own right as well. 1st and 10, Desmond Ridder. Ridder gonna be picked. That's Dante Stills, the rookie defensive end interior lineman. Wow, how about that from Dante Stills? Ridder with his 5th interception now on the season, and Stills dropped back, must have known Scotty Miller was going to be right there, and he's able to make the play, and what an athletic grab by the rookie. Going to give it to Arizona, back to his offense in great position as Ty Davis Price up the middle, gain of 6 yards. Again, just on the outskirts now of the red zone, and that's going to end the quarter for us. Arizona really looking good in this early going. 15 plays to Atlanta's 8, and they're outgaining them overall and in each category as well, as we're going to be here for a 2nd and 4. Going to go short Dobbs to Elijah Higgins. And Higgins, throughout the season doesn't have a whole ton of catches, hasn't had a whole lot of spectacular plays, but has had the number when he's called. As Ridder making some adjustments, making sure blocking assignments are in order. He's going to get it. Ty Davis Price up the middle, tries to put his head down. He's going to be stopped just shy of that 1st down. Now here they are, 3rd and 1. Dobbs in the backfield, Tariq Cohen, and Cohen is going to get the carry. Cohen, just 1 week after getting his first score of the year, is going to have back-to-back weeks now with a score, as Tariq Cohen, man, really, what's the word I'm looking for? Attaching is not the word, but really attaching himself to the Arizona faithful with his performance this season. An afterthought coming into the year, free agent. Arizona decided to pick up the phone, give him a call, and he's rewarded them pretty handsomely as Cordero Patterson going to break a tackle. How about that? Some good power from Cordero Patterson. Gain of about 10, going to be just shy, 2nd in inches. Arizona, man, 14-3 already in this early going. And there's Collins again, absolutely blasting Cordero Patterson, making sure they're not able to pick up that 1st down. And here we go. 3rd and 1. He's going to go short Kyle Pitts, and Pitts able to hang on, gets dropped after a gain of about 5. And here we are, 1st and 10 with Algier now in the backfield. And there he is, Jamison Crowder with his first target, first catch of the day. Of course, veteran presence, man, really going to help out this young quarterback, young running back. Well, not this game, but Bijan, and then young receiving weapons in Kyle Pitts and Drake London. As here we go, 1st and 10, going to check it down, Cordero Patterson. And Zaven Collins, man, he's been everywhere in this one. I believe that's his 5th tackle of the game. Great job by him getting that done. 3rd and 3, 36-yard line, edge of field goal range, and London unable to get there. Ridder just overthrowing his big-bodied receiver. You gotta really try to overthrow Drake London with his big 6'4" frame. And they're gonna go for it here on 4th and 3. How about that? Atlanta being aggressive, and he's gonna look deep. Jamison Crowder, and Crowder drops it. Had his man beat, and he just drops the ball. Big break for Arizona as they're gonna get the ball back now at the 36-yard line. And Dobbs going to hand it off to Tariq Cohen again. Cohen has some space. Cohen, some tough running. 1st down carry now to 18 yards in this one. And you definitely got to think, I know it's early on, but, points here, and Atlanta's going to find themselves down by probably a lot more than they're comfortable with, as Dobbs looking deep. Rondale Moore. Jesse Bates, though. Man, it was tight coverage. Rondale Moore had a step. Dobbs just slightly overthrew it. Crazy when you consider he has 84 throw power, overthrowing a target, more than 50 yards downfield. But Davis Price going to continue the surge for this running game. They've looked fantastic so far. 2nd and 3. Dobbs dropping back, looking middle of the field. Rondale Moore not able to get it over the head of Drew Tranquil. He's going to break that up. And on 3rd and 3, here we go. Of course, Davis Price getting the toss, just able to outrun the defender. Jukes inside and brought down after he crosses that 1st down marker. And Davis Price, great running by him right there. 1st and 10, Josh Dobbs going to look. Trey McBride gets him. He's going to be hit by A.J. Terrell, but he holds on. Trey McBride Really, really great catch by him. Good throw by Josh Dobbs, putting it right in between a plethora of Atlanta defenders. And let's see that one again, man. Dobbs looking up the seam with Tranquil right there, Jesse Bates and A.J. Terrell on either side of him. Dobbs and McBride say, we do not care. They're going to link up for the touchdown. And it's 21-3. How about this? Talk about a get-right game, man, as Cordero Patterson going to get it up the gut again and gain a 5. He's been running well, man, as we approach the 2-minute warning. Obviously, not a whole lot going on offensively for them, but, a field goal drive that, was stalled in the red zone, a 4th and 3 that was missed close to field goal range as Desmond Ridder overthrows on 2nd down, 3rd and 5 now, and Ritter's going to take it. He's going to be pressure in his face. Cam Thomas trying to get down there, and it's going to be thrown away by Ridder. And here we go. Atlanta going to punt it back to Arizona. Once again, Tariq Cohen deep to receive. Cohen gets it, gets some blocks, jukes outside, and Cohen just one man to beat. It's the punter Pinion, unable to do so. He's going to be tracked down, but not before he gets it to the 45-yard line. Hands down best return of the season as far as punts go. And here we go. They're going to give it to Cohen again. Cohen going to have some space. Jesse Bates breaks that tackle. And here we go, 3rd and 2. Gain of 8 from Tariq Cohen. Now up to 26 yards in this one. Great job by the veteran running back as on 3rd and 2. Ty Davis-Price going to get it. Big hole. He's going to get it down he's going to get it down to the 29, 8-yard pickup. Dobbs going to hurry up this offense. Sees something he likes. Dobbs from under center. Gonna look. Ooh, throws it. Rondell Moore. Lucky that wasn't intercepted, as Terrell looked like he was in position to make a really nice play on that one. But here they go, man. They're going to continue 2nd and 10. Dobbs looking deep. McBride again. McBride goes up and he gets it. Trey McBride. Make it 2 scores now for him in this first half, as Trey McBride having a really nice game up to this point. 2 touchdowns. And that one, was a little questionable, man. Didn't even really have to leave his feet to get that one in. And 28-3, a position that Atlanta is all too comfortable with, just generally, used to it on the other side. Cordero Patterson going to get one short. And that's going to actually be a carry as it was thrown behind the line. 3rd and 2. Desmond Ridder, 5 wide, gonna go short. Drake London keeps it. 3rd and 8 now, just 12 seconds remaining, no timeouts. Ridder gonna hit the sideline again, Drake London, and with 8 seconds left, just barely behind midfield. Now on 2nd and 10, they're just gonna throw a Hail Mary, gonna hope for the best, as Ridder gonna be pressured. Ojulari forces it out for him, and Greedy Williams not going to allow that one to be completed, as that's going to take us to the half with, I'm sure no one expected this kind of domination through the first half. Arizona over 200 yards, as Atlanta very much struggling to get anything going. And you're going to definitely have to make some serious adjustments if you're going to hope to come back in this second half. Let's take a look around the league. The Commanders in Seattle and up 17-10, 7-2 Commanders. How about that? Sam Howell, 2 scores. Geno looks like was injured in this one, as he's 0 for 2. Man, tough luck. Looks like it'll be the Drew Lock show, at least, until he's able to come back. Chargers against the Lions, hosting in LA, and Justin Herbert, very efficient so far in this one. Jared Goff only 75 yards with an interception. And San Fran at Jacksonville, gonna go ahead and dominate them 24-7, blowout material. McCaffrey over 100 yards in the score. Purdy a touchdown, as well as Trevor Lawrence held under 100 passing yards. Not great from that Jaguars offense. Definitely not with Trevor Lawrence, man, and that got to do better. And, Arizona going to be looking to do more of the same. Josh Dobbs definitely coming back with a vengeance, has really put the team on his back, or rather on his arm, as he was, what's the word I'm looking for? He was a surgeon. Yeah. Not quite the expression I wanted to get out there, but Yes, 28-3. Surgical. That's the word. Sorry, y'all. I was just kind of talking to myself right there. 1st and 10. Cordero Patterson going to get it. Going to be upended. 2nd and 7. After a gain of 1, it'll be 3rd and 6. And, man, you got to get something going here. Can't go 3 and out. Cordero Patterson drops off his hands. How about that? Cordero dropping a pretty routine throwing catch, likely would have had the first down as Dobbs looking deep. Bryan Edwards is going to try to hurdle over Jesse Bates. Probably not the best idea as Dobbs, man, 168 yards, 3 touchdowns. Absolutely putting on a display in this one. And Dobbs looking, Rondale Moore beating A.J. Terrell. And is he able to get in? He is. After trying him deep against Jesse Bates earlier in the game and overthrowing him, goes back to him, this time against their star corner in A.J. Terrell and Rondale Moore. Man, how about the young man really doing his thing, showing that speed, showing off the speed the way it was intended to be used, that we weren't able to quite unlock with Hollywood Brown, although it was unlocked, just a week later against us, or that same week rather, when he burned us for 3 touchdowns, almost 200 yards. And as you see, the ball does break the plane before anything comes down. It is a correct call, as now 35-3, 4-possession game early here in the third quarter, and Ritter pressured, gets it away, but not going to be able to get there. Zaven Collins breaking that one up. 2nd and 10. Here we go. Arizona's defense looks like a cover 3. Ritter just going to check it down. Cordero Patterson able to get away from one. And, man, I don't know how many times I'm going to be able to call Zaven Collins' name in this game. He really, really wants to get that 5th-year option picked up. He has played tremendously this season. On 3rd down, London unable to hold on to that one. Jalen Johnson breaking that one up, not allowing him to get a whole lot going. 1st and 10 now, and at this point, it's really looking like Arizona is just going to be playing practice in this one. However, with 7 minutes left still in the third, definitely not in any position to rest on our laurels. And again, team's young, want to make sure that we're getting our young players as many reps as possible. 35-3, 3rd and 3, Ritter going to be pressured and hit down by A.J. Terrell on the corner blitz, giving it back to Atlanta's offense, who, again, at 6-3, and of course you got to think no Bijan, but Cordero Patterson, multiple broken tackles. Cordero Patterson has wide open space. Israel Mukuamu fortunately able to get to that. Oh, man, interesting. What I was saying, Bijan definitely a huge part of what Atlanta wants to do, so missing him is definitely a huge blow. Cordero has the receiving chops, Algier the running chops, but at the end of the day, no mixture of the two like you have in Bijan as Ritter fakes it. Ritter gonna look, and it's picked off. That's Marquise Blair in the end zone. And how about that from Marquise Blair, man? Putting the straps on Michael Pruitt. Likely not the way you want to go about things, throwing to your 3rd-string tight end in critical situation in a critical territory. And Ritter now going to be picked off for the 2nd time this game. Only had 4 through their first 9 games. Now 2 in this one. And on the next drive, here we go. 2nd and 11. Dobbs dropping back, barely gets it off as Bud Dupree came screaming off the edge. And there's Bryan Edwards now getting it quick. 225 and 4 touchdowns for Josh Dobbs. Only 12 of 24, but, can't complain about anything much when you're up 35-3. And here we go. Dobbs looking deep. Moore again. Moore able to hold on despite the hit from Jesse Bates. And he's going to beat Jeff Okudah, who had him in the slot. Great throwing catch from Rondale Moore, from Josh Dobbs to Rondale Moore. Now here we go, 2nd and 12 after the first down run went nowhere. Screen, Davis Price going to get some blocks, pushes a man off, going to get forced out of bounds after a gain of 7. 3rd and 5 at the 17-yard line. Dobbs trips to his right. Dobbs pump fakes, going to look long. But Rashad Bateman, over the outstretched hands of them, out of bounds. They're going to settle for 38-3, now a 35-point game. And, if there was ever any thinking of a comeback, it has to happen now, as Lecky Fotu going to get in there for the sack on Ritter. And again, 3rd and 15, definitely not the position you wanted to be in, as Ritter going to drop back. And Jalen Thompson, quick off the edge on the safety blitz, going to drop Ritter for a loss of 8. And they have no choice but to punt it away. Can't go for it on 4th and forever, especially that pinned back into your own territory. Ty Davis Price going to get it. Stretch left, runs back inside, 9 yards. Price now up to 72 yards on 12 carries as we end the third quarter. And again, man, just a masterclass. Almost 200 more passing yards than Atlanta and almost 400 yards of total offense from this Arizona team, looking like night and day from what they were doing the last few weeks. Dobbs looking. Rashad Bateman beats him off the line. Oh, my goodness. Rashad Bateman. Great job from him. Showing that good release, showing what, the tools that made Arizona want to trade for him. Sorry about that. As he's going to get a deep one for his first of the day. And great job all around. Dobbs now 5 touchdown passes. Let me know if you had that on your bingo card. Side note, you definitely didn't. 45-3. At this point, just trying to save face. Ritter going to get it to Kyle Pitts. And who else? Zaven Collins as Ritter. 117 yards and 2 picks in this game. Not having a great game by any stretch of the imagination. And he's going to find a wide open Drake London, who's going to have some space. London doesn't quite have the wheels, but is going to get them inside the red zone, as they're going to, again, like I said, be playing for pride at this point. Cordero going to get it up the middle. Cordero breaks one, going to be brought down. Now over 100 yards on the ground. How about that? Especially with this Arizona team giving up only about 75 yards per game on the ground. And Jalen Johnson nearly with a 3rd interception off of Ritter. Unfortunately, not going to happen this time, but here we go. 3rd and 3. Zaven Collins up the middle. It's going to be knocked away right into the hands of little Scotty Miller. Talk about right place, right time, as the ball was knocked out of the air. But Scotty Miller, just, again, right place, right time, able to catch that, gives his team their first touchdown of the game. But again, not going to be enough. Just stacking up points at this point. 2nd and 13, 7:25 remaining. Rashad Bateman going to get the short catch and run, going to get a juke move going, and he's going to get a gain of 23. Josh Dobbs now 332 yards. And if there was any doubt, still left in this coaching staff that Josh Dobbs was going to likely remain the starter the rest of this season, we can go ahead and put that to bed, as Davis Price dropped for a loss of 5. Great job by Atlanta's defense, rallying to attack that side. As 5 minutes remaining, they would punt it away. Ritter on the run, going to get the check down to Cordero Patterson. And again, 2 takeaways by this defense today. Ranked 5th in the league overall in takeaways. So good to see that continue after, struggling against the Ravens and Browns. Ritter going to find Cordero, holds on to the ball. Interesting on that one. Gets out of bounds. 3:33 remaining now, 3rd and 2. And again, just continuing to attack that left side. Kyle Pitts, the recipient this time around, as Ritter now over 200 yards. And here he is, Desmond Ritter, again over the middle. Zaven Collins, Scotty Miller, hits down Scotty Miller. And on 2nd and goal, Arizona going to look to do something. Ritter rolling to his left. Ritter trying to go. Kayvon Wallace dropping a gimme. Desmond Ritter couldn't have walked up and handed him the ball any more smoothly, but unable to do that, get that one done there. And it's going to be 3rd and goal. And right up the middle, who else to go ahead and put the nail in this coffin but Zaven Collins? Well, the theoretical coffin, it was already over. And there's head coach Mike White, man, very happy for his guys. Got it done today. Way to bounce back. Improved to 6-4 behind a fantastic showing from Josh Dobbs, an overwhelming performance from that defense. And you can't be any happier, walking away with a win, winning in all facets of the game, doing their thing. As a team, Again, 441 total yards of offense, did outgain them in passing and rushing yards. No turnovers, clean game, 6 of 10 on third down. These are great elite numbers by this team today. Only one penalty on the game, a really, really late roughing the passer. Well, late in the game, that is. Dobbs, 16 of 29, 332, 5 scores. Look at that passer rating, 135.3. Desmond Ridder, 23 of 43, only 238 yards, tackle and a pick, and that's with a 46-yard long. Ty Davis-Price just missing out on that 1,000 yards in this one. He's going to have 18 for 85. Again, Cordero getting over 100, doing pretty well in relief. Tariq Cohen getting another score on the ground. Drake London led all receivers, 6 for 96. Rondale Moore, 4 for 88 and 2 scores. Trey McBride, 3 for 83 and 2 scores. Rashad Bateman, 3 for 82 and a score. And Brian Edwards also with 2 for 51. Cordero giving us the business on the receiving end as well with 8 for 49. Zaven Collins, 14 tackles, 2 sacks, 4 tackles for loss. Man, that's player of the week material right there if I've ever seen it, as no one was even close to that overall production. Lecky Fotu, Jalen Thompson getting in on the action as well. Marquise Blair, Dante Stills picking off Ritter. Jalen Johnson and Kayvon Wallace should have had ones of their own. Doesn't happen, and that's fine. No forced fumbles, no touchdowns. And Owen Papo, the speedy linebacker, getting an upgrade. Going to get that field general, plus 2-man, plus 1 zone. Definitely want to get those coverages up. Take advantage of that speed. Want them to be able to cover with the speed. That speed means nothing if you're, lost every play. So Marco Wilson now getting an upgrade. Plus 2 speed. How about that? Very, very rare to see that upgrade. I have seen it a few times. Just not something you tend to see too often. As coach is hyped, DJ Humphries hyping up the team. Plus 5 morale for all offensive players. Plus 5 play rec next 2 games for the defense. As here in week 11, this is going to be a fun one. Of course, Arizona with Houston's draft pick after the trade for Will Anderson last year. After they traded up to get Will Anderson last year. And they're going to be looking to hopefully put a spanking on them, continue to improve that draft stock. Again, next episode, we are going to highlight some prospects, talk a little bit through, potential guys we're going to target in the upcoming draft this year. Looks like we got a weekly award as well. Going to see, who our GM or who our scouts are telling us to spotlight as far as the prospects go. But as always, you all, man, it was a fun episode. Great bounce back game. Exactly what we needed. Dobbs, man, really taking a stranglehold on that job. Be sure to like and subscribe should you feel so inclined. Be sure to tune in next time. And once again, man, I really appreciate all the support. Thank y'all so much, and you all enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.